Yes, sir, and welcome back to another dark and darker mobile video. It is your boy, and today I got my rogue Goblin Caves Hell Mode Masterclass, and this is how you dominate. We're gonna cover everything from looting to PvP for rogue in the Goblin Caves. Let's get in. I'm gonna always leave like the looting and the AI because this is a completely different thing. When it comes to hell mode, all the AI are almost capable of one-shotting, maybe two-shotting, three-shotting you. If you're a rogue, you're basically dead if a mob gangs up on you. That's just pretty much how it is. I think we all understand that. The first thing is to get a sense of your surroundings, learn your spawns and all of that. I do not have a spawn guide. I may or may not make a spawn guide. I do not feel like it's something. I feel like just kind of experiencing that as you go is basically the best way to kind of play the game. That's just my opinion. You feel me? Cool. So I'm looting, I'm doing my thing, you feel me? But I'm also remaining aware. Those footsteps could be AI on the outside of the door. They could also be an opponent approaching you. Understand, just kind of think about it. Also, due to the strength of the mobs, you do not want to overload yourself, or you don't want to put yourself in unnecessary situations. So always check your surroundings before you decide to engage with mobs. Due to their increased health and difficulty dealing with, you may or may not be able to deal with them efficiently or fast enough before somebody uses that as an opportunity to gank you. Understand? Do not leave yourself open to ganks. Like right here, I was taking mad long, but it really wasn't that many. This right here is worrisome. That's why as we covered with the rogue, invis drops aggro. Make sure you're using that to your advantage. You always need to be ready to engage with players. When it comes to danger scale, players always outweigh AI. I do not care what is right there. Players always. You see this right there? That is the weakness to the rogue right there. So you've seen I used the long reach of the poison blade to simply clear area. I back into a funnel. The funnel allows him now. You see this? He's basically being aggroed by AI. There's another rogue. He's getting aggroed by AI. It's up. He needs that. This gives me the opportunity right here. And that's what I said. It's all about learning how to control aggro with your invis. But also notice I'm not using the invis cheese. I get my invis back when I down players, or if I kill AI, I get a small decrease on cooldown. I'm not using the AI cheese King of Thieves where you basically are just almost infinitely invisible. No, I'm playing it how the game go, because me as a rogue, I feel like I like the aggressive rogue playstyle. It's rewarding because if you don't play cheesy, you actually have to have some idea of what you're doing and be capable of utilizing the movement mechanics and game mechanics to give yourself an edge on a lot of classes. In this, you'll see me fight so many different classes, rogue classes, fighters, barbs. You feel me? We getting it in. I don't think I fight a mage. I'm also in a lobby with a pro player, HH24. These are also after this guy, the rest of these guys are like Chinese players, Asian. I'm not sure the letters, and they kind of better than what the first guy. They knew what they were doing. Cool, for the most part, anyways. But we're always gonna come. I hear this guy right here. You see that door? AI doesn't unlock doors. You see that symbol? That is a player. Sorry for the slight lapse, but we are back. As we were discussing, when you see the door symbol pop up, that is a player. Me, how I am, I like to aggress on situations. This is crazy. Always be aware, barbarians are peeking corners. Insanity. Barbarian mains are out here peeking corners. It is insane. One of the most OP classes out here peeking corners. It is ridiculous. I use the Molotov to buy space, right? I canceled my bow and arrow because that would have got me killed, but it kept me alive. And I also used the pillar for cover, which allowed me to dodge the second one. I use my invis now, and I'm basically trying to just buy myself some time, and I basically get back up. I go into this room. He doesn't come in. Now I know I can heal, basically. Boom. I basically aimed for the reset because he basically caught me off guard. He's now basically falling backwards, and he locks the door. The good thing about it, I cancel my bow and arrow. So now I open the door. I'm aware that he's third. He third person peeks. So you see, I try to catch the angle, but I'm also checking my surroundings to make sure I don't get caught off guard. I'm cool. Now I have an idea. You see, little courtesy checks. Always do some courtesy check. Then boom. I know he's right there. I'm back out. You see, I backed out, right? I baited him to come out so maybe I could get some damage down with my bow. The reason being that you have to be really careful is because that spin move not only will kill you in like 3 hits, it will literally pull you in and lock you there. So once you get hit by it, it is almost impossible to avoid. And there's a variation where they can throw the axe after, which does almost 100 damage. You're gonna see it's actually insane how busted the barbs are. It is crazy. So I pop a protection potion because at this point I'm ready to commit to a close range fight at least a little bit, or I'm at least ready to try to fish for damage. When I say fish for damage, I mean aiming for the opportunities where either their animations would not allow them to attack you, or when you catch them in other animations such as healing and things like that. I need to fish for damage. As a rogue, fishing for damage is your utmost priority. You always want to prioritize survival over damage, but you also want to try and secure your damage as much as possible. Right here, you see, I use that opportunity. I take the risk, but now I have more of an idea because I'm used to fighting this move. I have more of an idea of when I should time my double jump to simply avoid this horizontal swing altogether. Using that, I can avoid damage, but also put down damage, which just pretty much made that fight a win. Cool. Now it's time to loot. We are 2 bodies right now. The master class is not yet over because we're simply only halfway through. As we're looting, we hear the footsteps. What I thought this dude was a rogue. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is an entire fighter. And guess what? This is the move I was talking about. He threw the axe, literally almost chunked 100. He also follows up, but you see I use movement to dodge. Did you see that? Did you see I used the camera movement and shifted the momentum to dodge the second throwing knife because I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to outpace him. The rogue movement is your best friend. The double jump is a necessity. And learning when and when not to use it, and also knowing how to use the double jump to cancel out of certain animations is detrimental. Also, as a rogue, you either need to be having the throwing knife or the one-handed crossbow as part of your loadout. It will keep you alive, and it will also allow you to actually put down damage in situations where it wouldn't be viable. You see that right there? The same tactics we use. We've learned the timing for the horizontal, and this is what we also covered with directionals. It's directionals. You can aim your swing, so understand weapons move. You can dodge a horizontal swing by jumping or crouching over it. For all intended purposes, I started acting. This dude, he came in. He's rogue. I guess he's scary. I'm really not sure, but I need to kill him. I need to make sure this is good. This is good because now we're on a rogue fight. He denied me space of area by using the little gas bomb. I forget what it's called, but now he's denied me area. I have to be careful because he's actually doing the right. He has not only the poison blade, but he has the one-handed crossbow as well. So now I messed up right here. I kind of messed up right here. I'm not even gonna hold you, but he messed up as well because those 2 double jumps bought me a lot of time. I hit those 2 hits to buy myself some time, and I back up. I'm not trying to get poisoned, and I'm really not trying to be in a situation where I'm bleeding faster than I can heal, which ends out in a draw. I'm trying to stay alive right now. I'm literally up like 4 bodies at this point. At this point I'm like, okay, we gotta lock in. We're locked in. We're literally locked in so hard. So now at this point I'm looking for heals. That dude peeked me. He backed up. I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look through the loot. I do not want anybody to jack any of the good stuff. That is exactly what that guy is trying to do. He's trying to jack my loot. Loot, dude, literally, I'm pretty sure he's gonna run. Like, he's either gonna run or I'm gonna catch him off guard because, I mean, you see all the death boxes and I'm the one right there. Come on now. Why would you even do that? Why would you even do it at this point? Boom. You see, we're going nice and steady. I seen it. I saw the pulse that comes every few seconds when you're invis as a rogue. You have to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for that when you're facing rogues. If they go invis, don't turn your back. simply swing and keep a general distance open, but also try to keep your back to the wall until you can see the pulse, or simply try to gain as much space as possible from the last known location and try to predict where they would go. Most rogues are either going to try to get behind you and stab you, run up and stab you, or get away from you completely, depending on how the flow of the fight worked. I'm pretty sure this dude, based on what he probably was not equipped enough to fight me, considering he keeps just trying to walk around the corner. I even got a cape off this dude. These capes are worth a lot right now, and there's really not a lot of them going around. I'm super pleased with what we have going on right now. So now it's time to enjoy the spoils of loot. It's time to swap things out, and this is pretty, that's pretty much how we did that. We're up bodies right now. By the time this ends, I think I'm gonna leave out with about 2,500 gold. We fought 3 different classes so far. We fought 2 rogues. First rogue, he got messed up by the AI, but that's still, we fought like 2 rogues, a barb, a fighter. We're lit. Like, we're litty. Like that, you know what I mean? I feel like that's it. Like, now it's just time to make sure you look through your loot and make sure you keep scanning your surrounding areas. We're pretty much done with PvP because luckily enough, we had an escape headstone literally spawn right there. So it's like, we're pretty much good to go. As long as we keep our area checked, clean, good, we're good and free to loot. You see, I just keep checking every few seconds, trying to make sure we're good. I'm trying, like, my inventory is really small, which really prevented me from getting the maximum usage. And I also just don't want to give up my heals, considering the fact that heals cost a lot of money. I really wish the one thing that we could get was more like inventory space and things of that nature. Like, or a little bit more stash space. I know you can get your inventory bag space by paying for the premium currency that you get through leveling up and stuff like that, but it is character based. So if you pay 500 to increase your bag on your rogue, you'll then have to use another 500 of the premium currency to have the same bag on your wizard, and those bags only last about 30 days. And the only way you can get more stash space, from what I see, is through the purchase of the battle pass, and I think it gives you increased stash space for about the season. But that's pretty much the masterclass. Patience, understanding each character's movesets, understanding your own playstyle, and understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and that is how you dominate a hell mode goblin cave lobby as a rogue. And if you enjoyed the video, you like Dark and Darker Mobile, you enjoy these guides, anything like that, make sure you hit a subscribe for the boy. With all that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Never.